So, many of you guys said that you want to get into this passion, the hobby, and I say that's great. There's just a few things you need to do first before you get deep into it. So, the first thing you do when you want to get into this is you get a meter. Now, your first meter is probably gonna be something like this, something cheap. And that's fine. GMC or whatever, they're not that good, but you get what you pay for. Something like this, or probably many people are gonna get that, and it does work, and that's okay. First time you can get cheap, you'll get away with it, but second time when you have to buy again, I say get something more expensive and professional. Please do that. It's a lot better than what you're gonna think it is. Okay, so now it's time for your source. Okay, and you think, well, I'll just take a smoke detector source like these ones, right? No, do not get those. Do not get those sources because they are extremely leaky. If you scratch the surface of these, you're cooked, okay? It will contaminate. It will flick little alpha particle emitting pieces everywhere. You will not be able to detect it. Not with the dosimeter you have. And they're not that detectable. Here we have a source. And let's see here. It barely detects it. You see that? It may go up to like maybe 30 microsieverts an hour. Not even. Look at that. Okay, let's try the Chinese one. Let's see what it says. It's not the alpha particles, it's detecting. It said, okay, so this one is a little bit more sensitive. It says 20 microsieverts an hour. It's not 20 microsieverts an hour. So this is just the gamma radiation coming off of this. You hear that? There's a difference. But that's just the gamma radiation. This is only gamma and beta. You can't measure the alpha. Let me show you what the alpha sounds like. Here, I have an alpha detector. There's a lot of alpha on that. You see that? So do not get these. You cannot detect alpha contamination very well with this one. So it's very hard. So do not get these, okay? Now, what I do recommend you get is this uranium glass. It's a little bit less detectable, but it's a much safer and a great start. And it looks cool on a UV. Going up, you can see that. So that's okay. You can also opt out for something a little bit hotter. Uranium glaze, still much safer. Now let me show you what I mean with safer. So look at that, already 1 microsievert. Now that's not pure gamma, that's all beta radiation, but still it gives you an idea of how safe it is, and it's still pretty radioactive compared to how safe it is. They might leak if you put some sort of acidic stuff in them. Here you go. This is your version of a cheap one. It says 16 microsieverts an hour. You gotta start with that, and do not start immediately with radium clocks, okay? Please don't do that. It's not worth it until you get some more knowledge. You need to research it and learn more. Watch some videos that are credible, of course. I recommend Simon from his chemistry lab. But Simon, he's good. He does nuclear chemistry. I recommend checking him out. Boom, some time passed, and you got something that can detect alpha. That's cool. Let's try it out. I'm gonna rip the bag because I don't care, man. This one is not leaky. I've tested it thoroughly, but still don't trust it. That's why I don't touch it. So, you see here? You can see it still doesn't detect as much. Yeah, so not even 100 microsieverts. But it still doesn't detect as much as the one I showed earlier. How is that? It's because it's not a very large surface area. It's pretty good, but it's not like really made for contamination. So still don't use these, but they're a lot nicer. See, it detects much more than your other one. So I recommend you start with this and work your way up slowly, okay? Do not take apart radium clocks. No, 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 no. Naughty. Do not do that. And do not take apart smoke alarms. That's breaking the law, especially in America. CFR 10. So do not do that.